We just came back from some vacation time
You were in Miami.
in the 305.
You were in
We were in the
Miami.
305. Dude, that shit's hot as fuck, man. I don't remember that shit being so hot. It was like 105 plus it was like 100, and then with the humidity, it was like 105. It was like disgusting.
I think that
sticky as fuck.
if you're that hot, right? Like if your city, if your state is that hot, drinking beer, like open container drinking outside while you're
Should be
driving.
allowed.
Yeah, like it's almost like you're saving lives, you know what I mean?
We don't condone drinking and driving.
I don't know if you remember. I remember. I used to be broke as fuck driving a car that often had the air conditioning fucked up. And if you live in Florida, not having air conditioning is fucked.
You're fucked.
And I remember having to deliver pizzas with the fucking heat. And you know the worst heat of them all is the heat of a car that's been resting in the sun. It's been getting seasoned by the motherfucking almighty star, the big one. And then you get in it and you feel the moist and the smell of the seats of the car that smell like whatever substances you've been, putting inside of you for years. I'm talking about hypothetically in this example.
I like how you're saying all this stuff, and it just brings me back a lot of memories.
Good ones?
Good ones, of course.
There were great memories, when you were 18, 19. The best boners, by far, are in
The
that
harder
age.
ones.
Well, the harder ones, but also the best ones. Like the ones where like you almost feel like you're about to faint. Because all the blood is
Oh,
concentrated
the
there.
blow. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying these days boners are not good. I mean, they're good. But there's nothing like a 18-year-old boner. For me, I mean, like
Right. Your own boner.
mine. Yeah. Nothing like that fucking just tight, like you could almost tie a boat to it and the boat will stay
And they just
there.
pull that shit.
Yeah, just you got it.
Those were good boners.
But those days you had this energy, this crazy and vibe of adventure, but you didn't have that responsibility, or at least you lacked a lot of the repercussions, right? The sense of consequences, and that made it so that you did shit that you wouldn't have, Like now, I think of like going to a festival, and like being there 12 hours, and I'm just like, yeah, you kind of need to be in a phase, in a vibe. The other day, I told somebody a story like that, and they're like, yeah, well, Kiko, I don't know about you, but I'm still living the life. And I'm like, oh, my bad. Maybe it's just me then. Like I'm talking to another guy that's like 35, and I'm like, man, it's just these days, I just like, we just like a more exclusive thing, right? And he's like, I don't know, Kiko, I still do cocaine and and gin tonics to the dome. And I just felt like, oh, maybe it's me. But yeah, those days with no responsibility, no sense of consequences. Just, just trusting at life, just trucking it out. I miss it.
I miss it too. Now we have so much responsibility.
It almost disables you as a man. God damn it.
It disables you as a man, huh?
Yeah, because I want to be young, wild, and free.
I mean, you can be wild and free, still pay rent though.
Yeah, but I mean, that limits you, right?
Yeah, it does. Because you have to go to work. So
You gotta go to
can't.
work, you gotta pay the rent,
Yeah.
You gotta talk to a customer. Yes, madam, I understand. Like, if you gotta do that at one point of the day, then you're sort of fucked,
Yeah.
But I mean, on the other side, you have money to do things, right? Before, being broke was like the negative part of it.
Did you ever have to ask your parents for money to buy the illegal stuff? So you're like, Ma, let me get $100 to get, I don't know, to go out.
Yeah, I mean, all the time, but I mean, my numbers weren't like $100. It would be more like, hey, can I get $10, Mom? Because I'm going to the movie theaters. And by the movie theaters, I mean, I'm going to buy these weird pills I've never taken that my friend said I should. And thankfully, I didn't die from like, fentanyl or whatever.
She never found out what the money was for, right?
I mean, not necessarily
have
about the
to.
money. Ah, she didn't have to. Now this is the thing though. Back then, $10. If you had $10, your broski had $10. Your other broski had $10. You had a little bit of a party.
Yeah, yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
that would get you places back then.
What were you able to buy with $30?
All right, so $30, you would get $10 of beer. You would get $10 of weed, and maybe $10 of cigarettes or some food, if it's like three of you, and you got a little party going.
Those were good
And
times, though.
and then you get in a little circle.
Now
You grab each other's
only,
dick, and you have a party. What?
now $30 only buy you the beer.
Yeah, I mean, I think $30 now gets you maybe an Arizona iced tea.
The 99-cent one.
Yeah, these days $30 is nothing. Maybe just the beer, right? A few beer skis to the dome. But it's sad, it's sad how much the purchasing power has been diminished, not just in the U.S. but globally. But you see it in the U.S. a lot. I mean, you just went to Miami, and prices are insane, right? I mean, the cost of living, like just going to like any whatever restaurant, you're gonna spend $400 if it's you and your girl. And I'm not even talking about the Michelin stars, which you're more fond of. I'm just talking about like just any little shithole. And I mean, I myself don't even know how they do it. But Miami, I mean, I got a lot of people there. They like to live the larger life, right? They might owe $100,000 to the bank, but they're living the life. They're going to the new club. They're going to the new hot spot.
Now, did you ever go to a fancy club?
Fancy? I mean, I went to like
La Covacha doesn't count as.
I went to like space and shit, but I don't think that's fancy. That was.
I don't think that's fancy.
That's more like Psychonauts, where you would go on acid and shit. I mean, that's.
But I think they have like live, and I mean I think those were around when we were young, but not as big as what they're now.
Yeah.
And I hear like the covers are crazy expensive. Before $20 just to get in was too much. Now it has to be around 80 plus.
Yeah, I mean,
plus a bottle.
The thing with me is that I guess fortunately or unfortunately, those type of events don't do it for me. And then when you put in the price tag to it, I'm just like, well, first of all, it's expensive to me for what it's giving me as pleasure. And second, I don't get a kick out of the vanity of it, of being there and shit. So I'm like, I don't really give a fuck. So to me, I'm just a very much, bang for my buck, like value for the money that I'm spending. And feeling like I'm in a place that's hot and that people think I'm cool, to me, that's like retarded as shit. So I don't really care. My type of thing is, I get a bunch of steak, we go to a park, we do some barbecues, we do some beer skis, we get a little futbolito going, right? Yeah, you get either the grandpa or the uncle drunk, have him talk a bunch of stories when he used to fuck donkeys and shit in Colombia. Like that's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Yeah, those were funner for me. Like that was a fun party for me.
Your cousin gets there, he's like, "What's good, bro? I got a blunt and I got a bottle of aguardiente, antioqueño, the Colombian one.
Put it in the cooler, cool it down.
Cooler.
Put in the ice.
Then he takes out the little tapitas, a little shot glasses, starts giving it around. You say, no, I'm sorry, I don't want. He's like, shut the fuck up. You either drink it or I'm gonna slit you throat. You're like, damn. Cousin Jairo is getting a little aggressive, but hey, it's 9 in the evening. You've been making steaks since 3 in the afternoon. Everybody's fed. Everybody's having a good time. Uncle Jairo takes you to the side. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I want to go to the bathroom. I'm like, what do you mean? And boom, boom, a bag of cocaine. I'm like, yo, bro, chill. What's happening? I ain't even about that life anymore. It's been a long time. All right, but let me get one. You feel me? Like family. It's just family times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you remember one time we went to a club and it was like probably maybe 15, 20 people. It was a lot of people. And we had, from what I remember vaguely, it was like 15 of us and it was like 13 dudes, 2 girls. That's the start of a porn video right there. And we had to like sit around or wait outside the venue because they weren't, whoever invited us to this party didn't do the job correctly. So we were there and we spent maybe an hour or two trying to get in. And then once we got in, we only, or the person of this party only bought one bottle for like 15 people. And everybody paid what, like $5? Yeah, but we didn't drink that much. And it was very annoying. Like those kind of parties and if it's not well organized, it's
It
just,
doesn't work. And when you're young and broke, it's just sad. It's just sad. So, like I say, it's better you're in the park, you're doing the barbecues. Fucking cousin Stefania gets there. She's like, "What's up, guys? I got more beer and I brought
and
another
she brings
bottle."
her hot friend.
She brings her hot friend. Chef Maurice is in the grill, but he's,
Back then, I wasn't grilling.
no.
Nah.
No, I mean now. I mean, like if we go now.
No, if we do it today, I'm grilling for sure.
Like if we do it today, I'm going with my khaki shorts. I'm getting a new pair of New Balance, and I'm grilling.
The dad look, the dad bod.
I mean, we're gonna be grilling and just killing it.
Yeah, yeah. It's like throwing some baseballs at the little kids.
Yeah. What's up, Tommy? He throws it at you. You're like, damn. You throw like Maddox. Who's that? Ask your father.
If we do this today, Uncle Jairo is in jail. So
Yeah. Well, Uncle Jairo still gets visits. We visit him. He's in a state
Once a month.
penitentiary. And don't worry, the cocaine was the least of his worries. He's actually in for some. He's actually in for some heavy charges.
Yeah.
Human trafficking. But anyways, people change, and Uncle Jairo will always be remembered, and we still send them money because inside, with money they're able to get like better food and
With $10, it's a millionaire in that shit.
Yeah, I mean $10 gets you a lot, but
Couple cigs.
But you gotta keep on going. You gotta keep it sending. And Uncle Jairo was always good to us. Maybe not when we were really young. He was a little weird then, but later on he.
Hopefully, he didn't touch you in very inappropriate places. No.
He can't do it anymore now.
He needs to live like 5 miles away from a school or something, right?
Yeah. Dude, what's good?
when the producer of the podcast sends me the clips, make sure you don't send me this one because TikTok is trying to ban us.
Oh yeah, they deleted one of our episodes, right? One of our clips.
One of our clips. They're like, "Oh, you guys are
because we're
trying to kill people." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
We're talking about organ donating.
Organ donation. Yeah.
Why did they take it off? Why are they trying to hide?
Yeah, there's some crazy shit there, man.
I'm actually a bit scared. Maybe they're trying to like.
It was removed for violent and hateful organizations and individuals.
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean, I was talking about the black market. Yeah. It's not like.
Is it because they harvest organs in China? What is happening, China?
I think China is hiding a lot of shit from us.
Well, don't worry. I don't plan on going to China. So I'm cool. I go to Japan. I'm good in Japan. South Korea, maybe. Thailand. I mean, Thailand, we get people from Thailand. Singapore, we get people that listen to the podcast in Singapore.
I don't know how. I mean...
Well, because Singapore is a very international...
English, right.
Yeah, it's a very international hub.
No, I was forgetting that we spoke English. Hey.
Is that how they speak? They have a more like... They have a more, like, they throw, but I mean, no, it's more like Thailand. Singapore, I wouldn't know. But they're all like, cool peeps. Southeast Asia, that looks like the best food, for example. Food-wise, you get a lot
I've been told that it's cheap and that the food is amazing. And then you can drink beer any time of the day. Now,
and people are really nice.
Now, don't come in with any kind of drugs because then you'll be fucked. Oh, a little.
Yeah, I hear like even a joint, you will go to jail for like.
Not even putting it all the way in your asshole is gonna save you.
Yeah. So really, if you go to Southeast Asia, don't fuck around with the drugs.
With the lady boys as well.
I think that's actually more allowed.
Yeah, no, I'm saying fuck around with the ladyboys
Exactly. Yes.
instead of the drugs.
Yeah. I mean, that you can do. That's actually the funnest thing you can do over there. But drug wise, nah.
They don't fuck with that shit.
They don't fuck with that.
It's funny and weird how drugs are seen around the world.
But you know what's crazy? I think Thailand also passed recently a law that it became kind of legal in a way. It's sort of like in this limbo legally. And you're like, how scary is it to live in a place where like part of the law says it's legal and part of the law says we'll hang you in the fucking public square? Like, fuck that. You know what I mean? I just think, well, I mean, we never talked about this in the past, but what do you think about drugs in general at this stage of the game? I mean, you live in San Francisco, where I believe it's even legal recreationally, right? In all of California. What do you think about just drugs in general? Should they all just be legal? Would it make it better? I mean, not better because we're all gonna be drugged or anything like that, but I mean, like just take it off being a crime. We don't have to send people to jail for that. We can save the jails for like violent criminals. Or do you think no? There are some drugs that should be illegal. I think there are some drugs. What do you think about this? And now that you're running for mayor,
Well, I think that there's certain states now that decriminalize certain drugs. Like I think Oregon is one of those where you can have like mushrooms and certain hallucinogens. How do you say hallucinogens?
hallucinogenics.
English
It-
is our second language.
It's obvious
just to
that
be
we're
clear.
on hallucinogenics right now.
But it's interesting because then you can have a bunch of fucking mushrooms and not get jail time for it. I mean, I don't
I'm talking about meth.
math. Now that's the
I'm talking about crack, bro.
that's the other end of the spectrum, dude. Because
I'm talking about crushed up Ritalin, sniff it with a motherfucking straw.
damn,
I'm not talking about little flowers with the LSD or fucking. Oh look, I saw happy in my tummy with the shrooms. No, I'm talking about oxycontin,
I don't know. I don't know.
painkillers, motherfucker. I want that shit to my veins, son. I'm talking about heroin.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think this is what I think. I think that there are drugs that are more dangerous than others. I am the type of person that I think on the more hallucinogenic side of things, marijuana, LSD, shrooms. I think that I wouldn't say that it's in the safer side, but it's just type of drugs that are more in touch with your soul in a way. And I think that abuse of them is a little bit harder. I'm not saying you cannot abuse them. And then I think that there's other drugs like in the painkiller side or in the heavy stimulant like cocaine or methamphetamine, where I think those can become more dangerous because they're uppers. And for people that know, you got uppers and downers. Uppers, I just always think get you to a more violent state. Now that being said, I think drugs should be legal for two reasons. One, for the criminality part, like this, you eliminate crime for that reason, right? You're not gonna have people bringing in drugs from other countries, drug cartels, etc. You can now people can just create it within the U.S. You can just create drugs, and because drugs are being created within, and they will be approved by the FDA, I would assume. Then now you know if you're getting cocaine. Are you blowing into the mic? This ain't it. This is not ASMR. But like you got an epidemic of people dying because they get cocaine and it has fentanyl and they die. So like I think it's better if a kid wants to do cocaine. Okay, cool. I mean, when I say a kid, like a youngin, he can do it, but he knows he's getting cocaine because it's being it's being delivered by CVS or whatever the fuck like that shit is that good. So, or like let's say you're going to a rave and you want that ecstasy or that Molly, but you want that pure shit, or you go to your local pharmacy or whatever the thing is.
Can you imagine just going to Walgreens and be like,
I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's safer than like putting some pill from like back in my day, you would just put like weird ass pills and you don't know what the fuck it had. And
Yeah.
thankfully, I mean, I'm pretty sure I put some nasty shit in my body, but thankfully back then, you didn't have the epidemic that you have now, where you find so many stories of drugs that didn't really have anything that they say they had, and instead they had some other drug that could kill you, like fentanyl. And that shit's scary. Like, that's really scary. Like, I really think people should stay away from drugs for that reason, you know?
Well, if you think about it, now everything's drug. You know, like sugars is a drug.
Yeah.
Food.
Ultra processed food is a drug. I'm right now in recovery, you know, getting off the food.
I'm still addicted to that shit.
I mean, I'm still addicted. You know, like addicts, they always say it's like every day I continue to fight. Like it's not like I'm sober now and I'm fixed. No, like every day is a fight. You know.
Do you have your chip? Your
I don't have a chip, but I have in my wall like the calendar, and every day I scratch it, and every day it's like an honor. I'm like, yes, I did it.
That way you're reminded of your past and then what you've worked for your future. Yeah. That's good.
The other day I had a little thing happen to me that was very uplifting. Let me tell me what you think of the story. So yesterday I had to go to the dentist, right? I told you that alongside with like wanting to lose weight, I've been getting checked with my medics and going to the dentist to get my teeth like, you know, all cute and shit, like meaning like, you know, healthy, everything good. So I'm doing all that, and I've lost some weight already, and I'm continuing, and knock on wood, I don't want to fuck up and end up sticking a pizza off my esophagus. But
you look good.
Coincidentally, the day before I had to go get checked by the dentist, I got my hair cut, which is this lovely haircut you see, you know. So I was freshly cut, and I've also lost some weight since the last time I had gone to the dentist, right? So I go back, and this is the dentist. I haven't been able to see her face because she still wears the thing.
The mask.
I don't have to wear it anymore, so she sees me. But I could tell she's around my age or maybe a little older, and she looks kind of cute, you know. And I go in, I sit down, and she says, "Oh, you change your hairstyle, right?" And I mean, like we don't have any like relationship aside from like, hey, you're just my dentist. I don't really talk to you about anything. So she says that. I'm like, oh no, I haven't changed it. I just recently got it, but this is sort of what I always get. But I have a feeling that she mentioned it because the combination of the cut with some of the weight that I had lost made her like get triggered, like, oh shit, like he looks different. And she told me that. And to me, as subtle as it was, to me, I don't know, you tell me, maybe I'm delusional. I felt like it was like props, like damn. She said that because she noticed, oh, this motherfucker is on the come up. So, am I wrong here? Am I being narcissistic? Am I being a fucking egocentric piece of shit?
I think you're okay. Oh, you're right by thinking that. You're on the good. That's fine. Now, I think she was hitting on you, bro.
Which is like a little
hitting on you.
Which is a little bit like, damn, you know, you kind of need that sometimes. Yeah, like, you know, I mean, like I'm a married man, you know, like I'm already taken, right? You know, I fucked up many years ago. But what but the fact that I got that, I was like, I don't even need anything else. I just needed that win. I was just like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You boys coming up, you boys making changes. And then I gotta see her in 3 months. And I know this sounds fucked. In 3 months, I should be on like even like a cuter tip. And again, it's not even about like, oh, can this be anything? I don't think about that, right? Like I'm a man for one woman, but I kind of want that hit, that adrenaline of like, hey boy, like next time I go and she's like, oh damn, you really come a long way. You know, I'm really happy that you got your teeth and everything. And I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Maybe
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. Maybe she wants to drill your teeth, but then she just slips a titty in your mouth instead. Or she's like, oh, what is this? And she just pulls your dick out.
Whoa.
Bro.
That's not my teeth.
I've seen some porn videos. That's how they start. So I wouldn't be surprised.
So so I kind of like I was happy, that I was like, that those are some little uplifting moments that you kind of get,
I like that. I don't know her name. I don't know who she is, but she deserves props because I feel like when you're making changes like this, a little motivation goes a long way. Like
Goes a long
if
way.
she's a long ass way, because
Especially
she's
from like a stranger, and it's like a
yeah.
genuine reaction. That because if like a friend says it, you're like, I mean, is he just being nice? I don't know. But if it's someone that's like, hey, wait, are you the same guy that came last time, or are you like an angel that just dropped from the sky? Whoa, what's goody?
Damn, dog.
Damn.
I like that shit. She's.
Are you an artist or something? Are you like are you on a like HBO series or something? I'm like, I could be, bitch.
Are you that guy from?
Are you the guy from 50 Shades of Grey, the Spanish version? Yeah, the one that the fuck's like hard as fuck. Damn, for real.
Damn. I
Are
give
you
her
that new
props.
Latino boy that Netflix is casting for this new series about being a fuckfest guy that fucks everything in the town? Is that you?
Are you Peso Pluma?
Damn, come on, dog.
Yeah, she deserves props. I give
Props.
her a hand. She's. I mean, if you weren't married, I would say she's a keeper, but she's a keeper as a dentist.
Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't married, I'd have a dentist in my family. So, you know what's and on this note, what I want to also say is that for people out there, if you ever see like a homeboy, a friend, a family member doing changes for the good, do this, right? Like not even in front of people, because I always find it to be annoying. Like bad things or good things, I don't like saying in front of people. You go on the side, right? You go on the side like, hey, Francisco, come here real quick, bro. You're like, hey, what's up, cousin? Man, what's good, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute. Yo, Francisco, let me tell you, dog, you looking cutesies. You got a fresh vibe to you. You lost a few pounds. I can even see a little muscle. I like that. I like that. Give him a little push.
Damn.
You feel me?
That's good. That's a good feeling.
That's
I love
love.
that shit.
That's
I
love.
I hate the forced compliment. Like when you're forced to compliment somebody because they're doing something. I don't like that. It has to be genuine.
Okay, but like, give me an example of a forced one.
It's like, oh yeah, you're losing weight.
I know, but what makes it different? Like, like somebody tells me, right? Like, oh damn,
No.
man, I noticed you losing weight. Is that forced?
No, but like when you see a recently pregnant woman, and then you have to like, oh, you look good, and she's just like, she didn't lose 1 pound, and you're like, oh, you look beautiful. That's
Yeah.
like forced. Damn, I kind of hits
Damn,
home right there. But
You sound like a piece of shit right now.
yeah, you could be a piece of shit, but
Are you like
If it's-
reflecting your own insecurities in these words?
but
It
if
seems like you're reflecting.
well, the past 3 weeks, every time I see you, I'm like, damn, you look good.
That's my boy.
You look good.
That's not
Keep
forced.
it up.
Is that
That's
forced?
not forced. That's genuine, and that comes from a place of love.
Okay.
So those are good compliments. Like even if you're at work and you feel like you're doing something good, it would be kind of nice to have your boss be like, "Hey, keep it up. Good job."
Right.
I think that's genuine. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel like you're not fucking up all the time. You don't play with your head and you're like, "Oh shit, I'm doing this shit wrong again." But your boss is like, "Hey, buddy, keep it up, bro."
When you find a new job and you're working again, do you think that now you're going to be more into like
have to be.
motivating people?
I have
think
to be.
you think your demeanor is going to change a bit and you're gonna be the less of a piece of shit?
Let's have this conversation next time. Whenever
You have
I
a
find
job? I want to see Chef Maurice's next job. He's like, hey, Tamara, you're doing great out there. You're doing great. That carbonara, that's on another level. Is your family from Italy? No? Okay, you sure?
No? Opaloka.
Opaloco, okay. Opaloco. Is that an Italian village? No, okay. No, that's where? That's where the jail is. Oh, shit. Be careful.
I would definitely be more positive towards people. You have to be. You want to build that confidence for people. And
Another thing. Take it a step at a time. Let's say, and this is coming. I heard this from Jordan Peterson. He's a right-wing guy that sometimes goes crazy. You don't know who he is? You need to
No,
read
I
a
know
little-
who he
okay,
is.
okay. He's Canadian. No, I mean he's a right wing to the people that don't know him, but he's just like a really good thinker. Sometimes I think he's funny. He goes a little insane, but in general, I think he's a good person. And one of the things that he says is like, look, when you want to make changes to improve your life, and this is in every sort of realm, not just physically or just mentally, put some goals that are super simple to you, right? Meaning, you decide what are the goals. Meaning, you could even decide to make some shitty goals that are super easy. Like, oh, every day I just need to get out and do 15 minutes walking. Okay. But do it every fucking day. Whatever it is that you put. And I won't eat bread at night, for example. Carbohydrates at dinner. If you do it, this is what I've experienced in my shitty experience as still being fat, but trying to be less fat. If you do those two things, then your own mind is gonna give itself a reward. It's almost like that the dentist that told me, like, hey, what's good with you? Did your dick get bigger? I'm sorry, I just noticed. Did you grow a few inches, or am I just going insane here? Maybe I'm just going insane.
Because last time it was hitting the spot.
I mean, because damn, I can't even concentrate on your teeth. So your body almost does that naturally, right? When it feels like, oh damn, it's been a few weeks, this motherfucker's been constant with this easy task of just going out 15 minutes, that your own mind is like, damn, I could do a little more. I could do a little shit. I feel like, damn, I could do a little. And I think that you gotta do a little, and be grateful and appreciate the little things you do, and give yourself props. Not just give others props, which you have to, right? Your wife, your homeboys, when they do something, hey, bro, I appreciate that, man. A homeboy came through, helped you out moving or some shit. Hey, bro, I appreciate that, for reals. Not just when you're drunk. Oh, I love you, bro. No, like when you're sober, too. You're playing paddle. You're playing a little futbolito. You have a few beer skis after you start getting sentimental. That's easy. I'm talking about the day-to-day grinding. Not when you're doing blow in the back of the club.
Yeah, I'm with you. We have to be more. We have to be more loving. Even to your homeboys, you gotta be like, dude, I fucking love you, man. There's nothing gay with that.
Nothing gay. We need to get past these taboos.
Yeah, it's like your dick looks great today, bro.
Like recently, whenever like I see a friend of like a homeboy of mine, I just grab him, I give him like a kiss.
In the lips.
Yeah.
That's what they do in Europe, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's European anyways. And I just feel I that creates a bonding.
Yeah.
A little kiss, just like a little French, like not even with tongue, just sensual. It's more like a
little bite in the tongue, like.
I mean, depending, like if it's like a boy you haven't seen in a minute, like okay, but just like very, like just subtle.
So if I go visit you, we haven't seen each other in a minute.
I wanna grab that coffee beer and just eat it. But I'm just talking about the love you're sharing, the connections you're making. You feel me?
When I go visit you, can I go with you to the dentist?
You can. We're going to the dentist. I'm getting a couple appointments. Oh fuck! And we're going to the fucking dentist. Hey, I got another one, boy. It's my boy.
Oh shit!
He's making changes. No, but for real though, if next time I go and I come in that door, right, 3 months later, I should be on some tip, right? If I kept my mind, I go into that dentist. She's like, God damn!
Anything less than that is a loss.
God damn!
Now I want to know.
Are you a goddess? What?
Is she pretty?
Like, she looks pretty. It's just I
Okay.
can't see. You know how like, you know
Can-
what's
can
happened
you-
to me?
No, I was gonna say, can you just be like, "Hey, can I see your face?"
No, Chef
No?
Maurice.
Is
But,
that
like,
weird?
That's super weird.
You just go like, "Hey, can you just pull the mask down? I just want to see that beautiful smile of yours."
I just want to know what I'm dealing with here. No, but you know what's
What
funny?
if she
Like,
has fucked up teeth?
that's the thing, though, right? Like, I feel like I'm in a vulnerable stage because I don't know what she looks like, right? And maybe she
Yeah.
wants that because she can spy me this. She can spy on me this way. I don't know. I don't know who she is. But like recently in Spain, they made it so that you didn't have to wear a mask anywhere at all. Like, because you still needed it like in medical places, right? So I have been going to the pharmacy for a while and seeing the ladies. They're like girls. I mean, really, they're like my age now. People are my age now. I'm the old guy. Like I'm that guy. Like I'm the amongst the adults, right, in the world. So to me, they're like my age. They're young. And then for a minute, I've only been seeing their eyes, and now I see them without it, and they're like, damn. You could really sometimes think, oh, this person looks like this, and then they don't have it. You're like, oh fuck. Like you could get surprises both ways, like bad
Both
and
ways,
good.
yeah.
So
I've no, I was gonna say I've had that impression towards people a couple times. Kind of fucked up, but it's like, damn, she looks pretty, and then she just pulls it down. It's like, nope.
yeah, just put it back on. No, it's good. It's good. You never know. There's a new COVID coming out.
Yeah.
Put it back on. So no, but I got you. When you come here, kiss on the lips for the homeboys and visit to the dentist. I mean,
We can go visit Isabel, and
Isabel, the
Can
Spanish. The
can we
Spanish
leave the
dentist.
women at home and then just go
And
out
then
all three of us, just you,
and-
me, and Isabel.
Yeah,
It's
she
just-
checks our teeth the whole day. Yeah.
She can just perform a whole physical. Doesn't have to be in the
physical.
mouth only. Yeah.
Yeah, just to know
Cuff.
if
It's
we're
a-
healthy. If we're healthy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So when we go back home, we can tell our girls, we're good.
We're good.
We good.
We don't have any disease. We're chilling.
Nope.
All right.
Isabel touch
right.
her balls. She asks us to cuff. We
She a
good.
dentist? What is she doing that? They're like,
She's a
she's an
doctor of
all-around
everything.
doctor. I mean,
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
you know, I mean, you know how it is. They learn about everything. All right, well, this is the Broski Doodles podcast, the best podcast in all the land. Chef Maurice, back in San Francisco.
Fuck Joe Rogan. What?
Whoa, chills.
No, because we're better.
No, don't say that. We still have a chance.
We love Joe.
Yeah, Joe's cool. TikTok, Pirate Bay, Napster, iTunes,
I think
Spotify, YouTube.
when we get together, we're gonna do some TikTok dances.
We'll do some TikTok dances. We're everywhere. I mean, you can find us anywhere. The Broski Doodles podcast. Much love to the people. Show love. Love thyself. Love others. And just make little improvements. It's all it takes. Keep it real. Keep it gangster. Peace.